Sigma males, a rare breed of humans who is both a successful individual and also a highly independent person. They are classified as the lone wolf in society, who needs no help from anyone as they are detached from society's social hierarchy, according to this Google JPEG I found on Google. But what makes a Sigma male truly special and different from their Alpha and Beta counterparts is their infamous Sigma grind set, where they would mercilessly hustle and grind non-stop for that bread. It doesn't matter if grandma is having a rave party on the floor or an orphanage is being burned down. As long as they can make their 7 cents back from investing Dogecoin, they will be happy to ignore all of that. After all, it is written in the sacred Sigma male's commandment number 2 that thy bread shall cometh first. But of course, the grind doesn't just stop there. After grinding for the day, the Sigma males will then hop over to their Instagram story and tell everyone about their massive, huge, and awesome investment they just made today, and then proceed to post a picture with an inspirational quote in it for the 5th time this week to symbolize how awoken and different they are from everyone else. After I learned about what a Sigma male is, I realized unfortunately that I'm not a Sigma male myself. I was very devastated and disappointed upon hearing this revelation. However, as I am a massive loser, I started to wonder if video game characters can be a Sigma male instead. And so, what better game can I analyze than the hit 2012 game Clash of Clans? I understand that while I may not be part of the exclusive Sigma Males Discord club, I have no rights to dictate if someone is a Sigma or not. However, as a certified pro COG gamer who has dedicated years playing and perfecting my craft, and with my deep knowledge about the game, I feel like I can find which troops in the game is a Sigma male. I will be reviewing the troops from the normal barracks to the dark barracks only. I won't do the heroes as they are basically the alpha chads of the village, so there's no point in reviewing them. We're going to start with the most classic and most basic troops in the game, the bread and butter of Clash of Clans. It's the barbarians. Now, looking at the barbarians, you can definitely see that they don't really look like a Sigma male, nor do they look like they have that grind set on them. They look like they care more about their muscles than their hustles. They look like the type of guy who will unironically use the phrase white boy summer while hanging out with their fellow barbarian bros. So it's safe to say that I think the barbarians are definitely not part of the Sigma males group, nor do they have the mindset of a Sigma. Moving on, we have another classic troops from the game, it's the archers. Unlike the barbarians, who is basically a masculine white boy, obsessed with going to the gym, the archer is an alt-white girl who goes to art school and tears up whenever their favorite Minecraft creator tells them they love them on Twitter. I can definitely see them as a Sigma male, or Sigma girl in this case, because I'm pretty sure the only time they interact with another human being is when they're discussing the new George Found video over Discord, or when their parents talk to them about how disappointed they are with them. However, I also don't believe that they have the Sigma grind set on them, as they look like they are more occupied with signing another Change.org petition to stop racism and terrorism than scamming children in Fortnite for their rare OG Fortnite skins. So for this one, I'll say that the archer is a light 6 on the Sigma rating. Next up, we have the green creature with a long nose. It's the goblins. Just by looking at them, I can 100% say the goblins have the Sigma grind set. Not only that, but they also possess the Sigma stare. A Sigma stare refers to when a Sigma directly stares at someone straight in the eye to show dominance, which never happens. Rarely. You can just tell by looking at the goblins that they have some sort of nefarious little plan to evade their taxes or blow up the National Bank of Arizona, which is located in Bullhead City, Arizona, USA. Look out for a special surprise on September 7th, 2021 on 10:05 a.m. Anyway, while the goblins have the grind set of a Sigma, they definitely aren't one, as I would imagine that they work in a group to commit nefarious acts of tomfooleries together, so I will give them a 5. Moving on with the giants. These guys are not Sigma at all, as they are huge, big, bald, and overall just look quite scary. While I could see them initiating their grind set by bullying the nerd at school that occasionally T-poses randomly at people, which makes everyone around him a bit uncomfortable and kinda scared because it's not 2018 anymore for money. I doubt that the giants are doing that for the purpose of grinding out their grind set for the day. I'd give the giants a 3. The next one is the wall breakers. They are very tough to judge because they are a literal pile of bones, a living fossil if you will. However, I believe that the wall breakers should be considered as a Sigma because they follow the number one rule of Sigma, which is to eliminate all competitors. Because of this, they blow themselves up, because sometimes you are your own competitor. This is so deep. Thank you, Wallbreaker, for teaching us such a valuable lesson. Next is the balloon. They are the cooler version of the wall breakers. While the normal wall breaker blew themselves up to achieve Sigmahood, these guys invented flight just to get away from everyone else, probably bombing buildings and civilians alike too from up above, just like how Obama Gangnam Style those Yemeni boys in 2011. These guys are a total Sigma and nothing can convince me otherwise. 10 out of 10. Moving on, we have the wizard. I would classify them as a Sigma male too, because I'd imagine they spend most of their days in their wizard tower, probably playing some League of Legends alone or making some sort of pyramid scheme like a true Sigma. He also wears that stupid hoodie to appear mysterious and different from other people, so this guy is 100% a Sigma male. Next is the healer. They are definitely not a Sigma, as their main ability in game is to heal others, and that would require you to interact with other COG troopers. They also don't have the grind set of a Sigma, because a true Sigma would have charged money for every single one of those heals. This one is a 1 on the Sigma scale, pretty disappointing. Moving on, we have the dragons, which is a very hard troop to judge again, because they are not a humanoid, they are a flying reptile. But fortunately, after many laborious research on the dragon, it is with a heavy heart that I must announce that the dragons are not a Sigma.
Hell no, man. What the fuck?
The reason behind it is that they work better in game when they are with other dragons, and teamwork is considered a cardinal sin in the Sigma male commandment. Light 3. Next we have the P.E.K.K.A.s. These guys are Sigma as hell because they hit themselves off with the armor, which signifies that they don't want to interact with other human beings, and they wanted to close themselves off from society. Also, they use a katana to attack, which means that they are a weeb, so that just proves that they are a Sigma even more. 8 out of 10. Now, unlike the dragons, the baby dragons are no beta cock. They are like the grown-up dragons. These guys work better when they are alone, like the true lone wolf that they are. They don't need other baby dragons slowing them down, all they need is themselves. And that is the true mindset of a Sigma. 10 out of 10 Sigma. Unfortunately, unlike the baby dragons, the miners are a total beta. Just by looking at them, you can see what type of dude they are. These guys are the type of dudes to invite you to have a nice little quaint tea party in his backyard and offer you English biscuits to accompany the tea. They are also the type of dudes who would unironically say uwu or owo in real life. Probably have one of those live, love and laugh posters in his room too. The point is that the miners are a little rapscallion that is definitely not a Sigma male at all. They're probably too busy orbiting another E-girl than getting that V-buck. The next one is the E-Dragon, or the Electronic Dragon, which will be getting an instant 0, not because they are not a Sigma or anything, but because I truly hate them. If I can choose which Clashing Clans troops I can legally murder, it'll be the Electrician Dragons, because these pissheads will always come out of their little clan castle whenever I'm attacking their base, and completely annihilate my army. And there's nothing I can do about it because the only troop that can attack it back has been pulverized by this creature. I hate these troops with a passion. And I hope it dies and rot in hell. I'm giving these beta cocks a 0. Next is the Yeti. They don't exist. They are created by the government to spy and brainwash people. Anyway, next is the Dragon Riders, which I consider to be a Sigma male because of their ride, which looks very expensive, which is a sign that the Dragon Riders have grinded hard to get their whip. Also, it looks like it can only fit one person inside of it, which makes them even more of a Sigma. And that would be the last troops we have for the normal Elixir troops. Here are the results so far. Surprisingly, there's actually quite a lot of Sigma troops in this list. Before researching all of this, I would have guessed that there would be maybe 1 or 2 Sigmas in this category, but alas, my assumptions have been proven wrong by hard-hitting facts. But now that we have done the normal elixir troops, it's time that we are going to move on to the dark elixir troops. And we're gonna start with the first dark elixir troops, which is the minions. These guys are not Sigma at all. They aren't even close to being a beta. These guys are below the most beta troops in Clash of Clans. Even their name is literally minion. You know your life is over the moment you are named minion. There is nothing redeeming that can save this guy's reputation. He's gone, and this is a solid 0 on the Sigma scale. Fortunately, however, unlike the dirty and disgusting minions, the Hog Riders are the true Sigma males. They are an icon to every Sigmas out there because, like a true Sigma, they have turned something disadvantageous for them into something advantageous. Instead of eating the pigs, they have turned them into a vehicle of mass destruction. This act of genius and kindness proves that not only is the Hog Rider a Sigma male, but they are also a man of Allah, which makes them very powerful. The next one we're gonna look at is the Valkyries. This one is pretty simple. They are not a Sigma. However, they are clearly a girl boss. So they kinda have a bit of Sigma mindset on them, but just a little. This one is a solid 5 on the Sigma scale. Next up is the Golem. These guys are made out of stones, so they can't physically reproduce or have relationships with anyone, which makes them very Sigma. Also, since they are made out of rocks, the Golems are also related to the famous 2018 Rampage movie star, Dwayne Johnson Rock himself, which is why the Golem and Dwayne have such a primal presence. Overall, I'd say the Golem's a very solid Sigma, which is why I'm giving it a strong 8 on the Sigma scale. Next one is the Witch. They have this special ability in battle where they can spawn a bunch of Sims to fight for her. This ability is very powerful as the Sims will protect her with everything they have. Because of this, I'm going to classify the Witch as an E-girl being. Next is the Lava Hounds, which is clearly a beta judging by their fat body. They are so fat that I bet you that they wouldn't be able to withstand the pure hustle and grind of being a Sigma. Their feeble beta body is not capable of physically being a Sigma. So overall, they're just a disappointment and a blob of mess. Strong 0 on this one. Luckily, however, unlike the Lava Hounds, the Bowlers are definitely certified Sigmas because of their main ability, throwing big rock. They can easily kill off their fellow competitors with ease, making them a very dangerous Sigma that should never be messed with because the devil shivers when the nice guy loses his patience. I'm gonna be honest, I forgot that the Ice Golem exists. Why does this troop even exist? You already have the Golem. You don't need another one made out of ice. What are they even used for? Throwing snowballs? I don't get it. They're just a big walking snowman, not very useful at all, and a disappointment to the original Golem and its Rock Tribe family. This one is getting a 1. The Headhunter is the newest Clash of Clans troops added to the game at the time of recording this, and while I don't know much yet about this troop, I can definitely say that they are a Sigma. Just by their drip alone, you can tell that they dislike interacting with other people. Also, their ability in game is to kill the enemy's village heroes, and the heroes are the alpha chats of Clash of Clans, so this just confirms that the Headhunters are Sigmas. And with that, we have now finally finished rating all of the available Clash of Clans troops from each barracks. Here are the final results of all the troops. Let me know, what do you think about it? Do you agree or do you disagree with it? I hope you enjoyed this PowerPoint presentation that I have presented to you today. And I hope you have learned an important lesson in Sigmatology today, as I have spent thousands of hours researching this subject myself and wish to spread the word and knowledge about it. And with that, I've been Luigeh, the world's best gaming journalist, signing off.